Last time on Improv Tabletop, we were introduced to our new characters, the three competitors who are vying for the heart of Willy Wonka to be the next candy that will be produced by his prodigiously famous factory. We met Lady Cheddarscotch. There is nothing else quite like her. She is sweet and savory, all combined into one, and with a tartan that drags behind her like a wedding veil train. Maybe, I don't think that's actually part of it, but that's what my brain kind of added to the situation. Okay, Heather's giving me the thumbs up, so we're going with it.
Yes, I am.
It's because you were going to add tart and umami to the whole profile, right? Is that what you
Yes,
tart.
that's what it was. We also met Rizzy, the pull and peel licorice man from down under, who is looking for his son who got lost in Willy Wonka's factory. He's not actually here to try and become the new candy. He's just trying to find his son, because if he doesn't find his son, his wife is going to leave him, which this character is a lot more similar to your character from Fallout back than I realized initially.
I'm now realizing too, except that I'm actually Australian.
Oh man, John Paisley. And we also met Little Debbie, the mascot of Little Debbie Snack Foods, who is not actually a little girl, but is actually a thousands-of-year-old being who is trapped eternally in the body of a little girl who is trying to relate to humans, but is patently unable to do so. Now, which of these three is going to be most likely to finally win the heart of the greatest chocolatier of all time, the most celebrated candy maker to ever grace the face of this earth? Let's find out here in the world of the Chocolatchelor. What's shaking, everybody? You're listening to Improv Tabletop, the Fate RPG actual play where we make up everything on the spot. I'm Ned Wilcock, your host and GM, and today I'm joined by...
Hey there, we're ready.
Jay, I'm just excited to be here, and where's my boy?
Michael's here. Could you braid my hair, please?
The disconcertingness is off the charts already.
Yeah.
Man, so we are going to begin this show kind of in media res. You are on the big main stage. There's cameras everywhere, lights shining. In fact, Lady Cheddarscotch, the lights are so intensely bright. You can feel yourself getting a little bit melty as you're standing up here in your finest regalia. We've all been on stage. We all know what that feels like. So we're going to give each of you an opportunity to describe a little bit of what it's like to be on the set of the Chocolatchelor. We're going to set up some situational aspects. These aspects, kind of similar to our character aspects, are true statements about the environment that you are in. And these are aspects that you may be able to use to your advantage as we move forward in this same location. So, Lady Cheddarscotch, as you feel the lights beating down on you, a little drop of liquefied caramel kind of running down your face from your cheese curl locks. What is something that is unique or interesting or unusual about this set that stands out to you?
Well, the lights that are like up above, I mean, it's not like a stage or a set that you would think in most places because they're actually in the factory. It's really ladders and cherry pickers and scaffoldings with Oompa Loompas holding big can lights. They aren't attached to anything. They are being held by Oompa Loompas.
Held together by Oompa Loompas.
Very dangerous.
I love it. It's not held together by duct tape and rubber bands and paper clips. It's held together by Oompa Loompas, this whole thing.
I thought I smelled burning flesh.
Yeah, there's one Oompa Loompa right above you who like almost dropped the light and had to grab it by like the glass on the front of it and is trying to like finagle it so he's not touching the glass anymore. But yeah, just having a pretty miserable time, this little Oompa Loompa.
You know, it made me a little nervous, but also being ever the opportunist. Just in case she needs a few favors, she looks up and winks at him.
Ooh. Let's have you go ahead and roll to overcome with Flashy. You have a +3 Flashy.
+5.
Wow.
All right.
I'm in it to win it. Ned.
Yes, you are, in fact. So that is what we call, in Fate Accelerated, success with style.
Yes.
You create this aspect successfully, and we are going to give you guys 2 free invokes on this aspect. So, at various points throughout the narrative, if you feel like you can use the fact that this place is held together by Oompa Loompas to your own advantage, if you can figure out a way to kind of finagle the Oompa Loompas into helping you out, you can spend one of those free aspects to either give yourself a +2 to your roll or re-roll the roll entirely.
Yes.
So yeah, this Oompa Loompa up there, you give a flirtatious wink and a wave, and for a second, the Oompa Loompa completely forgets that his hands are being scorched, and you see his heart beating inside of his chest. Though it's not the shape of like a regular heart, it's actually the shape of an Oompa candy. Anybody else here remember Oompas by any chance?
No.
No.
Sorry, no.
Oompas were basically the Wonka knockoff of Skittles, if I recall correctly.
Oh.
They're kind of these squarish, think of the...
Yes, I loved those candies.
Yes, the chewy sort of candy on the inside with the hard candy outer shell. It's that shape, sort of that roundish square is beating out of his chest, pressing up against the fabric of his weird lederhosen overalls.
Love it.
So yes, you have gained the favor of these Oompa Loompas. Now we're going to continue down the line to Rizzy, and kind of maybe in a moment of nervousness, you're kind of like coiling and uncoiling the individual strands of your pull and peel limbs, kind of like braiding them nervously and unbraiding them. What is something that Rizzy has noticed about the set here in the factory?
Well, when nobody's looking, I start like looking underneath. I see, there's like all the tables of food and also camera equipment, and they probably have like sheets, covering. I'm like lifting them down. I'm like, Dewey, where are you? And Dewey's my son's name. I'm like, Dewey, come on, this isn't funny. Come on, Dewey, and just like looking through all this stuff. But I'm seeing underneath these things, I'm seeing a lot of edible things, like underneath the refreshment table, there's like, all the edible plates and cups, as well as I want to say like the sodas that in the movie when they drink the sodas.
The fizzy lifting drinks?
Yeah, the fizzy lifting drinks. So there's some of that. And then also like all the candy equipment's also like all edible. So I'm also being very careful not to like snap it, because I feel like since they're edible, they're very breakable.
Yeah, I think to kind of expand on this even, because like you see the fizzy lifting drinks down there, which is kind of like a failed experiment of Wonka's.
Right.
Never quite managed to nail the formulation to make it work correctly. There's a whole bunch of rejected experiments just buried underneath the floor of the entire factory.
Okay. Go. Dewey, come on. Yeah, you little rascal. Where are you?
So as you are looking around trying to find Dewey, let's have you roll with careful, I think.
Careful. +2.
All right, so that is a regular success, not with style, but you are going to get for that 1 free invoke on the hidden rejected experiments.
All right.
And then finally down the line to Little Debbie, you have been like keeping your smile just plastered on as plastic as you possibly can, listening to the announcer speaking, listening to the pomp and circumstance of the whole situation, but maybe kind of distracted by something more ethereal about this place. What is something odd that you have noticed about this factory that maybe nobody else would be able to notice?
Somewhere in the bowels of this factory is a deep arcane magic.
Of course it is.
And I'm just detecting it coming out of the vents. I can see it in this. It's like this purple black mist.
Yes.
I'm just kind of trying to figure out what that's about.
Yeah, I think we'll call this the Deep Arcana. Because, there's no way that the stuff Willy Wonka is making is just science. There's something strange going on here. There's something beyond what normal humans would be able to perceive, but you are able to perceive because, surprise, you are not a normal human. So as you are trying to tune into this knowledge, this thing that feels familiar to you somehow, but still distant and a bit unknowable, let's have you roll with clever, I think, to see if you can start to puzzle apart the strands of this arcane weave.
Okay. 4 total.
4 total. That is also success with style. So we're going to get you 2 free invokes on the Deep Arcana.
Oh, I feel you.
Yes, this strange miasmic mist kind of wafting around the place that nobody else seems to be able to notice. Now, the 3 of you are all very, very relieved at this exact moment because you have not been eliminated in this round of the Chocolatchelor. The person who has been eliminated was poor old Buckeye Butterscotch Bill.
Oh, poor Bill.
Maybe a distant relation, perhaps, from across the pond of Lady Cheddarscotch's, because we are in jolly old England right now. This is where Willy Wonka's chocolate factory is located. So this guy, maybe like a second or third cousin or something of you, Lady Cheddarscotch, you know, he comes hee-hawing his way into this here situation thinking that he'll be able to beat you in a contest of who is the most sweet, who is the most savory. Nah, fie, you say. Simple just butterscotch with nothing else added to it. That's old school. That is fiddle-faddle. There's no way that this man was going to win. Absolutely no way. And so you all watch as he is standing in the center of this catwalk, and Willy Wonka is standing, looming far, far above with his imposing visage. You are Candy. You are... I think that... Okay, so Caleb Anderton is going to hate this if he listens to it, because we're bringing scale into the situation. Physical scale, size differences. I suppose this is the part where I'm now going to ask, do we want there to be like, you guys are Candy, you are small little critters? Or do you want to be like actual human-sized in relation to Willy Wonka?
I feel like actual human size.
I think yes.
Okay.
Are you kidding? I can do it with the best of them.
Yeah, so he's looming not because he is a human in relation to your Candy size, but because he is standing upon a high plinth, and the dramatic lights are cast from behind him so that underneath the brim of his hat you cannot see his face, but he reaches out a single hand in a fist with his palm down towards the ground, the curled fingers beneath, and he sticks out his thumb directly to the side and tilts it downward. And you can see the panic in Buckeye Butterscotch Bill's eyes as he gets like he's trying to move off of the platform, but there is a crew of Oompa Loompas on all sides with long poles with spikes on the ends, and they're jabbing him back into the center as you can hear from the rumbling deep, deep beneath. And Lil Debbie, as you see the grating start to part beneath Butterscotch Bill's feet, some of that miasma coughing upward, hacking out of the depths around him. And he's got one stirrup boot on each side of the grating as it separates slowly. And he, by the end of it, is doing a full split between these two sides of the grating. And Willy Wonka says, "An impressive feat of physical prowess, to be certain, but too bland for my factory." And with that, the grating moves just a little bit too far for him to reach, and down he goes, whooping and hollering the entire way. And you do not hear what happens when he reaches the bottom because you do not hear him reach the bottom. The grating begins to clank back into place. The studio audience, the live studio audience, is cheering uproariously, and the announcer gets to the center and says, "And with that, we're going to conclude today's episode, but we still have a number of delightful contestants. Please text your choice to 1-800-WONKA, and you might just be able to help tip the scales in the favor of your favorite."
This is the moment that Lady Cheddarscotch has been waiting for since the whole show began, because as a little girl, she had gotten this very particular DVD. And she knew exactly what the Oompa Loompas would do at this moment. The ones that are on the side, not holding the lights, but on the side of the grate. And as they jump in to their dance, as Buckeye Butterscotch Bill goes down, she jumps from the little platform that they're on and goes over and starts doing the dance with the Oompa Loompas, hoping to catch the eye of Willy Wonka to see just how alluring she can be.
Yes.
Cheddar doing the jive.
Yes, we're going to curry some favor with the audience here. Heather, executive meddling.
Ooh.
The producers, there is a certain producer who is really on your side and is pulling the strings in this instance. What are they doing behind the scenes to help you succeed?
Ooh.
Well, they have sent one of the Oompa Loompas to go off to the side where they can't be seen with a giant fan behind me so that my aroma pours into the audience. And as it does, because it's like 3-year-old Gouda, it's just like so beautiful and pungent that you can almost see the smell, the fume of it.
Yeah.
It glistens all around me like one of those commercials where the light is bright around them and they're shaking their hair, you know, like a shampoo commercial or something.
Yeah.
Where it's really bright.
Yeah. There's some Vaseline on the lens, so it's very glowy and ethereal.
Exactly. So even the audience watching on TV who can't smell her can like taste the fumes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to let you, with that executive meddling, I'm going to give you a free invoke on your flashy roll that you're about to make here.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
If you get to the end of your roll, you can decide to either re-roll it entirely or add +2 to the result.
I'm re-rolling entirely.
Oh, great.
Oh, no.
Got like all minuses.
Ooh.
I got 3 minuses, so we're...
Yeah, if you get 3 minuses, re-rolling is always a good idea.
Yeah. We got 3.
All right. And now at this point, you got your free invoke from the executive meddling, but you can always spend one of your own fate points with one of your own aspects or one of the situational aspects to try and bump that even a little bit further if you want.
You know, I'm gonna use my Held Together by Oompa Loompas.
Yes.
I'm gonna invoke that, and I am going to look at a different Oompa Loompa who's by these like levers and buttons and everything, and I'm going to wink at that Oompa Loompa and do a little like shoulder roll type of thing and like bounce my cheese curls. And that Oompa Loompa is going to turn on the switch of the Wonka vision
Oh.
so that any viewer at home can actually taste that delicious cheddary Scotch flavor is.
All right, so that brings you up to a +5. I'm going to roll to see how impressed Willy Wonka and the public at large are with this. Okay. And now I'm going to be taking notes behind the screen here about how much favor each of you is currying with the audience, but I'm not going to tell you beforehand what it is. We're going to have to wait to see who has the most points at various parts throughout this episode.
Oh boy.
All right. I want to see this, and also just seeing the guy disappear into this wherever, this trap, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure they also said something about a furnace running every other day, so I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if this is a to the death thing, so now I'm in it to win this now. And so I take one of my pull and peels, and the first thing I could think of is maybe I need some more light on me, and so I try to wrap it up into a thing. I'm like, all right, here you go, and then I rope it like a cowboy and like try to pull the light on me so I can get more focused on me.
With the Oompa Loompa holding it.
Yeah.
All right, you're not going to let yourself be upstaged by this.
Yep, death's on the line apparently, so.
Okay, so you are trying to snag this thing. This seems like quick thinking to me. Let's have you roll with quick.
Okay.
To try and steal away the attention.
Hold on, I'm gonna refresh this, but I'm gonna go with 2, but I'm like, it keeps giving me the same number every time I roll, so I'm gonna, okay. Yeah, 2.
Is that with your +2 quick?
Yeah, it's always been 0, and so
Yeah,
it's
boy.
not 0.
All right. Do you want to spend any fate points or use any of the free invokes on the situational aspect?
Yeah, I'm going to use for my aspect, I'm going to use thank you to the patrons. I'm going to do there's no earthly way of knowing, because I'm going to say there's no earthly way of knowing that this is going to do anything. Like, seriously, I'm just putting the lights on me. I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. I just want the lights on me just to see, and then hopefully an idea comes to mind when it gets on me.
All right, so that brings you up to a +4.
Okay.
Now I'm going to roll for Wonka and the general public. All right. Broadly speaking, they do enjoy it. So when the lights finally turn to you, everybody already has the scent of sweet cheddar in their nostrils. What do you do that steals the moment from Lady Cheddarscotch?
I look at everybody dumb-faced and stuff, and I'm like, what am I doing here? I don't actually belong with this. I don't have any talents. I'm just an Australian licorice. So I just get down on the floor and start doing the worm.
Oh.
All right, you are using your flexibility to your advantage. Nobody has ever seen somebody doing the worm like this. You can get such tight waves. It's like you're looking at a sine wave moving across the ground. Like, did any of you ever do, like, in class, like a science class, you would have, like, a rope that we would stretch across the floor, and you would just wave it up and down to see how tight you could get the waves?
Okay.
You're like that on the ground, just this perfect waving worm of licorice. Everybody's like, okay, that's pretty cool.
And while everybody's looking at me, I start to go a little bit further because I'm like, okay, I'm going to throw the Australian outspec into it, and I get a pull and peel to turn into like a surfboard with the guy on it and just like going over the waves.
Nice.
I'm getting a little encouraged that people are looking at this and stuff.
Yeah, and the announcer is like, a last-minute addition to tonight's festivities. Mayhaps this can influence your vote, audience. What does Little Debbie have in her pocket?
Little Debbie is very distracted. She's giggling as a little child does. You know when you see children, when they see violence, they sometimes laugh? Little Debbie loves violence, and so the whole scene was just so fun to watch for her. And she's just like clapping, yay! And I think she's gonna run to those grates, and she's going to turn one of the bars into a massive bar of chocolate and just start eating it.
All right.
But of course, everyone else, it looks like I'm just nibbling on the grate.
Yeah. So you are using your stunt, can make anything edible.
Yeah.
So we're going to have you roll, I think, with... Let's have you go clever, using your arcane knowledge to manipulate the matter.
Okay. That is a 3.
3. All right. And we'll give you a free invoke for your stunt, which could bring you up to a +5.
Yep. Perfect.
And you can pile on top of that even more if you want to.
No, we'll save the deep arcana stuff for later.
We'll show a little bit of restraint in this moment.
Yeah.
All right. Rolling for the favor of the audience. Okay. So we've got a little bit of a neck and neck competition happening right now. We're going to, real quick, just put together some additional competitors that you guys are competing against, some NPCs. Mikey, what is your least favorite candy?
Nerds.
Nerds, all right. And then Jay, what is your favorite fast food?
I'm going to go with Chick-fil-A.
Okay, so this is a nerds-encrusted chicken nugget.
No!
Poor Mikey. He's never going to eat after these episodes.
We're just going to name him Nerdy Nugget.
Nerdy Nugget.
Now, Jay, what is your least favorite beverage?
Ooh, least favorite beverage? I'm going to go with... We'll just go with alcohol. Let's just go with alcohol.
Okay, and Heather, what is your favorite snack food?
I have so many. So difficult. Okay, this is gonna sound crazy when you say snack food. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. We already have chicken. I love cold chicken. I love snacking on cold chicken.
Alcoholic chicken.
Alcohol chicken. Bourbon chicken. Let's say Ruffles, like the cheddar sour cream Ruffles.
Ooh, all right.
That's good.
So this is a special limited edition flavor of Ruffles. You know how Lay's gets every so often with coming out with crazy flavors. They have like an entire line of tiki cocktail themed potato chips.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
We're gonna call this guy Trader Snack, not Trader Vic, but Trader Snack.
Okay, got it.
All right. Now, Heather, what is your least favorite vegetable, let's say?
I love all vegetables, truly. Asparagus. All of them. I love them.
Asparagus?
No, I love asparagus.
We know how much you like
know I love
asparagus. Those who listen to
asparagus.
Halloween PD, they know how much you love asparagus.
Does mushroom count as a vegetable? I know it's really a fungi,
We'll,
but
we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you.
I truly love all vegetables, but I hate mushrooms.
All right. And Mikey, what is your favorite candy?
Lately it is Peachos.
Oh, the peach rings?
Yeah,
Oh,
just some
nice.
good peach rings.
Gross. Mushroom peach rings.
Yeah, just no. It's not even peach. It's just gummy rings that taste like mushrooms.
Blech.
We're about to kill Mikey.
I did it to myself. I knew what was gonna happen. Goodness.
And they're even rubbery. Gross.
We're gonna call this one Shiitakeo.
Yo.
All right, so these are the other 3 remaining contestants in the competition that you 3 are trying to win against: Nerdy Nugget, Trader Snack, and Shiitakeo. So they all try and do some stuff. I'll give them some roles. I'll try to at least dignify them that much. Nerdy Nugget, terrible. Trader Snack, just as bad as Nerdy Nugget. Shiitakeo, a little bit better than the other 2, mildly better than the other 2.
Not shocking.
We must end them.
All right.
Excuse me. We must end them.
All right, so now cameras cease rolling. The announcer immediately pulls out a pack of Marlboro Reds. Okay, I'm going to my trailer, and starts stalking off to the... You've each got a trailer that's been set up here in the factory somewhere around the periphery. But now that the cameras are no longer on you 3, what would you like to do?
I want to continue my search. I just nonchalantly just start opening cupboards or trash cans, lifting lids or whatever. I'm just like, Dewey, if you show yourself, I can get you a nice prezi when you get home. I know you've been wanting a Nintendo Switch. I can get that for you, please. Daddy doesn't want to sleep on the couch again.
All right, Jay, pure imagination means I control the narrative for 10 seconds. I have set a timer for 10 seconds. You can do anything you want to the narrative starting now.
Okay, I want all the Oompa Loompas to go on strike.
All right, short and sweet.
Yeah, that is it. They go on strike.
Okay, yeah, didn't even need 10 seconds.
That's like, I was put on the spot, guys. I don't know.
You're taking everything from me. Everything I built.
Yeah, so the announcer, his name is Joe Leahy. Why not? Joe Leahy, the announcer. He starts heading off towards his trailer, and immediately a wall of Oompa Loompas step in front of him. He looks down at them and they're like, okay, you're not really going through with this, right? Right? And they reach out and start swarming him around the legs, and he topples to the ground, and there's like 3 Oompa Loompas on each of his limbs, and they start pulling him off into the jungles of the factory, and the rest of the technicians are like trying to back away from the Oompa Loompas as they just completely take over the set. The live studio audience is screaming. They're trying to evacuate as quickly as they possible. Pandemonium has overtaken the scene.
Yes. Chaos, yes. I would like to invoke some deep arcana and give the Oompa Loompas powers.
Oh my gosh.
At least some deep arcane aid of some sort.
All right. So are you trying to give them any specific type of aid, or are you just trying to act as like a conduit for whatever the deep arcana is trying to do?
I just feel like she would want to watch the world burn. So I think, you know what? I think it ends up being that latter one. That's too tempting. So I try to engage with the deep arcana, but it speaks back and it surprises me.
Yes. So let's have you roll, I think, with forceful to see how well you can maintain your composure and your grip on your senses when you make contact with this being. You like have the bar of chocolate that you pulled out from the grating, and peering down through that hole, you start to feel like this sucking sensation drawing you down, and you hear what sounds like half a voice and half an earthquake beginning to rumble up from far, far below. How's that roll looking?
A 3.
3. Okay, so you're doing pretty good. Okay, so it is trying to speak some sort of will to you. you get a sense of frustration, a sense of claustrophobia coming up from beneath, a yearning to be free.
Whoa. I hear you. Do you wish to speak to humans?
I'm going to roll. And that voice, as your grip on your normal senses begins to slip out of phase just a little bit, you're used to when you hear things, they enter your ears, your eardrums vibrate, they move the 3 little ear ossicles into your cochlea. That's the process that you're used to. You don't necessarily think of it in those like specific steps, but that's the sensation that you're used to. What you are not used to is the deep rumbling that feels like it's emerging deep from within your very core, vibrating the sounds of something that you can only interpret as a voice up through your entire body, saying, "The humans are what contained me, but you are not human. Perhaps you can be my salvation."
Mr. Willie! Mr. Wonka. That's how names work. Mr. Wonka!
Yeah, I like that.
So now, while this strike is happening, and while Little Debbie is communing with deep forces, now Rizzy, you were looking for your son.
Yes.
So we're going to let you roll with careful to see if you can find maybe a clue or something that you can lead you towards it.
Careful. I got a 0.
Nice. Yeah, so I think you are starting to look for like maybe some kind of ventilation system that leads downwards, because you're like, okay, if there's furnaces down there, maybe he fell down. Children are known for falling down. So you're trying to find like something on the periphery that might lead in that direction, but you get caught in the wave of striking Oompa Loompas. They start carrying you into the mass, and they're like moshing you, where you're like riding on top of these Oompa Loompas, maybe having a hard time controlling your movement.
Put me down now. Hello? Somebody? And I'm like, I look back to the other contestants. I'm like, any help? I appreciate it.
Roll with Flashy to see if you can attract the attention of maybe any of the NPCs.
Flat 0. Again.
Oh, no!
So obviously, like Little Debbie or Lady Cheddarscotch, I'm getting the vibes that neither of you are particularly interested in helping this competitor.
Oh, I am.
You are? Okay, so...
Not in so many words.
Yeah, you've got like Nerdy Nugget and Trader Snack and Shiitakio are off to the side, and they've kind of like clicked together because they realize that they are at the bottom of the ranking. So they're like, okay, if the 3 of us team up together, maybe we can manage to take out one of those other 3 who the audience actually likes. So there's no way that they're going to be helping you, but Lady Cheddarscotch, just pandemonium has ensued. The Oompa Loompas are going on strike. You don't know what's happening with Little Debbie, but you're actually in this for the love of the game. You're actually here to win, and you see your competitor in such a piteous situation here. What would you like to do?
Well, it's even more than that, because most episodes of a reality TV show like this, you get to see competitors like their home state. You get to go to their home state or see what they're like, or in their own field. And she is just enveloped in this, because when she sees those Oompa Loompas striking, it's not so much that Rizzy is like on top of them, but what she sees in her mind is a bunch of gummy pigs, and she's like, no, we're getting somewhere. And she's just gonna start hog wrestling. And she jumps in there on the Oompa Loompas with like an elbow, and like gets him down, starts wrestling him. And it just so happens it helps put him down, because, she is ready to get down with the piggies.
Yes. So have you ever had Percy Pigs before by any chance?
No.
Percy Pigs are an actual British sweet. They're little gummy pig heads, raspberry, strawberry, cherry, and grape flavored.
Okay.
Just these little gummy pigs. So straight up, in the UK, in Scotland, there are gummy pigs.
That was exactly what I was picturing.
Dang, it all works.
What in the world?
That's amazing.
So yeah, you go in there, you start wrestling with the Percy Pigs. That sounds pretty forceful to me.
Yeah.
You have +2 forceful.
Okay, I didn't do so good. That's only a 1.
All right, I will roll for the rage of the proletariat that is currently rising up within the Oompa Loompas. They rolled a +3.
Crap. Okay, I'm gonna invoke nothing else like it.
Mm-hmm.
When I see that they're just like up and roar, like, and I can't really wrestle them the way I want to, I am so resourceful. I am just going to whistle and have a whole bunch of actual Percy pigs come in to the fight.
Mm-hmm. Yes, calling upon your British heritage to bring them in with you. All right, so with the real Percy pigs against the Oompa Loompas, that is going to bring it up to a tie.
Can I help, I guess, in this situation?
Yeah, so the way that assistance works in Fate Accelerated, getting help. An ally can help you perform your action. When an ally helps you, they give up their action for the exchange and describe how they help, and you get +1 for each ally that helps in this way.
Ooh.
So, Rizzy, how would you help?
I'm going to pull off a Twizzler, and I'm going to give it to her and, like, tie it into a rope and give it to her so that she can lasso people.
All right. And with this final piece of equipment given to you, tapping into just like a little bit of, you know, your second or third cousin from across the pond, a little bit of his vibe, you lasso these Oompa Loompas and start actually bringing them under control. You're starting to calm the chaos of the riding Oompa Loompas.
Yes.
Now, while these two are working together, the only person in the situation who is kind of like thoroughly calm right now is Little Debbie. So, Mikey, shocking mid-season reveal.
Ooh.
Purple flames sort of alight my face as there's like a superimposed demon face on Little Debbie's adorable face. Mm-hmm. And deep arcane speech is said and repeated and echoed from the pits below. And I am a demigorgon. Is that a thing?
Yeah, so if you want to get into like, so we've got a couple different cultural perceptions of the idea of the demigorgon. There is the Stranger Things demigorgon that most people are probably more familiar with, the weird, like flower-headed kind of beastie. Ooh. And then there is the D&D lore demigorgon, who is a prince of the abyss, one of the most powerful demon lords, often takes the appearance of a sort of reptilian simian type creature with 2 heads, mandrill sort of heads, arms, just long snake-like tentacles, and reptilian feet, huge, massive, a being who truly just wants to tear things apart, to undo that which is ordered and organized.
Whoa. Okay. That kind of works perfectly. So the camera sees that demigorgon, the ladder, the D&D one, the big one. Mm-hmm. And I just go into a long speech. Yes, I will tear asunder all that is good and sweet and beautiful. But first I need to collect it all into one place. I need to bring it all together. I need to end the chaos here in this moment. I must wait for the right moment. I must wait for the right time. But that's my deep reveal, is do I want to destroy chocolate? I want to destroy goodies.
Yes. That is your shocking mid-season reveal. I think in response to this, Willy Wonka had left the set after he finished eliminating Buckeye Butterscotch Bill.
Oh, real quick, was this a dramatic irony reveal to the viewing audience or to the players at the table?
Whatever you want it to be, I would say.
Okay. I thought that more of a dramatic irony thing.
Okay, so you now have revealed this to the audience, but the rest of the situation, like Lady Cheddarscotch and Rizzy would not have noticed this whatsoever.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so I think this still does fit, though, in that there was one person who noticed this change. Okay. This moment in which you connected with something beyond yourself. And so there is that moment where you hear a door slam open, and from his personal chambers, bright, blinding radiance streaming in from behind him, leaving only his shadowy form visible, reaches out a hand. And Little Debbie, you in particular feel the 4th dimension warping slightly around you. like Lady Cheddarscotch and Rizzy, they're still wrestling with the pigs right now, but they start to do so more slowly until finally they pause. And you can see like Lady Cheddarscotch is wrapped around one of the Percy pigs and like biting it by the ear. Rizzy is like completely tangled, every single limb like wrapped around 3 or 4 different Oompa Loompas. And in this moment where everything has paused, you alone hear the voice of Willy Wonka speaking out. You are seeking your time, Demogorgon, but the time is not now. You must remain under my domain. With his outstretched hand, he clenches his fingers together into a fist, and you feel a wrenching at your chest. And that same blackish purplish mist, that miasma, you feel it pulled off your face, and you can now also see that demonic visage snarling at you before it is pulled away from you down into the pit, following after Buckeye Butterscotch Bill into the depths. Then Willy Wonka releases his fist back out into a hand, and time resumes around you.
Oh.
And Willy Wonka trips down the stairs, as he is wont to do, and says, "Oh, what is going on out here? A bit of a kerfuffle, I see."
Oh yeah, everyone's playing together, real nice together. It's looking like a real blast. Hi, Mr. Wonka, nice to meet you. My name's Debbie.
Yes, I don't believe we've actually spoken before this point. I am more of a shadowy figure off in the distance. You have been doing well within the perception of the general public, it seems.
Oh, thank you. I think it's my sweet demeanor.
That is definitely the only thing of it.
Well, how do you control your subordinates? I mean, Oompa Loompas.
Ah, yes. Well, it looks like your I don't suppose I can say friends over there actually have managed to bring it under control. By this point, like Lady Cheddarscotch and Rizzy, you look over and see them standing on top of just a pile of Oompa Loompas, all wrapped up in strands of black licorice.
Wow. Whose is that? And I just point to like the strands of black licorice.
Well, that belongs to a very impressive contestant, in fact. So impressive that I feel my opinion raising up just a little bit. I'm going to mark that down.
Any casualties?
Casualties among the Oompa Loompas. Well, I suppose that could be on either side of the war. I'm going to make a roll. There are casualties not on the side of the Oompa Loompas. They're all fine.
Oh no!
Oh no, the pigs!
How melty are we?
No, it's you guys. You guys are fine, but some of the technicians, some of the non-Oompa Loompa technicians, did get tossed down into the pit. Unfortunately.
Oh no!
Oh, that'll happen.
Maybe somebody should shut that.
Yeah, when Willy Wonka realizes that human flesh has been dropped into the maw, you see a pallor immediately overtake his face, and he says, "I must retreat to my chambers, but it's been nice speaking to you, little girl."
Thank you.
Lady Butterscotch, before he goes, she like makes a little sideways walk, like swagger type to him, and just like slowly gets closer, leaning her head in, and says, let's see, my Scottish accent sucks, so I felt really bad that I chose Scottish, so everybody, I know it sucks.
It's great. I think it's going great. I think you're doing good.
It's amazing. I'm amazed.
But I'll have to go study it. But just goes really close and goes, "Can't wait for a one-on-one, Wonka?" and gives him a wink.
Ah, yes, in the next episode, in fact. The very next episode, we are going to get one-on-one time between me and the remaining contestants. I hope you are all prepared to have the time of your life.
I can't wait. And she snaps off one of her cheese curls and slips it in his pocket.
All right. Yes, he looks down at his pocket, does not make any motions to touch it or anything, just looks at you, nods. You can see his face by this point has been getting paler and paler, and you see up from his collar, from beneath his brightly colored clothing, this strange, almost like varicose blackness beginning to trace its way subtly, spidering up his neck. And he gives you a nod and spins on his heel very quickly.
Ned, is the grate still open? Because if it is, I want to do something.
Well, actually, here's the thing. The grate cannot be fully closed at this point because part of it was turned into chocolate and devoured.
Oh, that's right. Well, seeing like his paleness, I mean, she's not dumb. She can kind of pick up on things. And so she notices that he got pale when he got by the grate. And she's just going to turn to Rizzy and be like, "Can I borrow this?" And just grab one of his limbs and like throw it down like a rope and say, "If anybody's there, climb up." And just see if she can save anyone.
Aww.
Yeah. While you are doing this, Wonka has, given a dramatic swoosh of his tailcoat and is speed walking back towards his chambers. The door closes. Boom, the entire room darkens quite a bit now that his personal chambers have been closed up. I'm going to make a fortune roll here to see if anything strange happens.
To see if the Demigorgon ate them?
Yeah, you toss down the rope and you call down and you listen as your voice echoes deep into this darksome pit. You hear it bouncing, reverberating off the walls, down, 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 until you can hear it no more and receive no reply.
All right. Do you mind if I have that back?
Bye, it's yours. And she like rolls it up and gives it back.
Thank you. And I like unrolled. I'm like, you don't really need to do that. I'm just gonna put her on this, and then just unroll, but you just roll, just put it back on. But I appreciate. You don't by any chance think that you haven't seen, I don't know, any kids running around? They don't let like kids run around this place, do they? It's not like this is a place meant for kids, right?
No, it's not. But if you want to talk about future children, I'd love to talk about it with you.
I immediately trip over my Twizzler as I like go to walk. I like just trip over.
Oh no!
At this, Joe Leahy, the announcer, has managed to free himself from the Oompa Loompas. He straightens out his lovely blazer and says, "Well, thanks for helping to quash the rebellion. One of these days we're finally going to manage to sedate them enough to the point that they're not going to do it again. Now, I would recommend that you all go to your trailers and freshen up. We got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Like the master said, one-on-one time."
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like that you call him the master. But maybe also just general feedback. Maybe just bump up their pay a little bit, like $1 or something. Be a little happier. I'm sure they won't need to rebel as much if they have some spending money, if you know what I mean.
Yes, it's imperative to keep the lower class at least content, or they will rebel.
Noted. Gives a big old drag on his Marlboro Red. Just a line of ash falls down from the end of his cigarette as he inhales the entire thing down to a stump. He flicks it down into the pit and heads off towards his trailer, which is the largest trailer by quite a wide margin.
Rexy, is it? That was very well said. You have quite a way with words.
Well, we might say them a little funny compared to you, but, we got a couple of words here and there.
I love an accent.
Thank you for your appreciation of my accent. I'm going to, the eyes just like bore into me. I'm like, look down. I'm like, I'm a little tuckered out. So I think I'm going to go take a nap or go to sleep. I don't know what time of day it is. It's kind of dark in here. It's kind of weird that when he shut the door, all the lights went out. But I guess when there's no Oompa Loompas holding the lights and burning the skin trying to hold the lights, yeah, I feel like a lot of things that he's doing is a little impractical, but that's just me.
Yeah, that's one of the odd things you've noticed. It's kind of like how in casinos, there's no windows, there's no clocks, so you just lose track of time while you're in there. Mm-hmm. Since you entered at the beginning of this season, which it's been episodes that have gone by at this point, you have not been allowed to leave. You have not been permitted to note the passage of time. You've just been kind of here in the factory.
That much time. Your little boy's gonna be so fat. just living off of chocolate.
And then I go says like, so if you guys I don't know, if you see any children, can you let me know? No, I'm not gonna be weird. I'm not weird. All right, just curious, if there's anybody in the factory that's not supposed to be, or that maybe just little fellas, little Sheilas, little healers. If you see somebody, just let me know. And I just like run back into my I just shut the door and run back into my trailer.
All right.
Hello, my lady.
Aye.
Nice to meet you.
What is your name?
My name's Debbie.
Aye. You see, we haven't really met up until now, but I think we could create one of those alliances.
Do tell.
Excuse me.
Not gonna lie, I'm rethinking it, but
I apologize. I have acid reflux.
I don't much care for what that executive said, and I no longer want to win this show. I want to bring him down and make the Oompa Loompas in power.
Oh.
Care to join?
I do. This sounds like a wonderful B plot. Or A plot.
You're very strange, but I like it.
Oh, thank you. And I skip around a little bit.
Let's go somewhere more private.
Yes, do they have like a common room for us that they put cameras in and pretend to get candid shots about us?
I will teach you what private means.
Oh.
Not like that.
Oh, no.
The two of you start heading off to find a place where you can converse quietly as you turn, noticing that watching you from the shadows are Nerdy Nugget, Trader Snack, and Shiitakeo.
Oh, yeah, there's other.
They give you little waves as you start walking away, and I think that is where we're going to pick up next time.
Okay.
I am just expecting Maud to and Ripper to come through the hole. Are you not getting Jumanji Fall vibes here?
Here's the thing. My favorite type of horror is cosmic horror, eldritch horror, that kind of stuff. So it has a way of unexpectedly weaseling its way into places where it wouldn't be expected per se, necessarily.
I think it fits too, because all the Willy Wonkas, they're dark necromancers of some sort. Mm-hmm. All of them.
There is an unsettling nature that is an undercurrent that lurks just above the surface.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, we'll just have to see what happens. But in the meantime, thanks for listening to Improv Tabletop. We'll be back next time with more adventures in the world of the Chocolatchelor. If you want more, go ahead and subscribe, maybe even give us a review. We'd be as happy as an American cowboy who never thought he'd be able to make it onto the big screen if you go ahead and give us a review on the podcatcher of your choice. We've also got a bunch of social media accounts that do exist and maybe will be used again someday. It's up in the air. We'll see. You can also get in touch with us by sending us an email at improvtabletop@gmail.com. I'm always monitoring that. That's a good way to get in touch with us. Now it's time to shout out our next batch of Sticker Club patrons.
Yeah!
Right.
And this week we're shouting out James Walker, Jay Forsman, and John Michael Carter Luckett.
Woo-woo.
The 3 J's.
A lot of J's.
Yeah, right?
Jay's a good name.
J Squad, rise up. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the 3 leaders of the Rizzy fan club, doing the best that they can to make sure that everybody is voting for Jay's character as much as they can, because they are determined that the J Squad shall rise to the top and dominate all others.
Vote for Jay.
That's amazing.
Yes, I think I said text 1-800-WONKA, which is definitely how that works. Yeah, we will have more Sticker Club patrons to shout out next week, and if you, dear listener, want to join their ranks, consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/improvtabletop, where you can also get things like Discord access, biannual sticker packs, and more, such as our current ongoing patron-exclusive campaign, Serpent Sea Sagas, which we have not had the chance yet to start recording that part of it with Jay and Mikey. In fact, I'm not entirely sure, based on the calendar, if we've finished releasing Help We Beat Strahd in our D&D campaign, and now he's back for Revenge in Real Life. life, but it's one of those. There's all kinds of crazy, weird stuff over there. You can go back and listen to Mouse Ritter, which was Mikey's first appearance on Improv Tabletop back in the day. You can go back and listen to Dumbledore's Delinquents, which Jay was in. You can't listen to Heather on any of those because I offered to let her join a long-form campaign, and she said no.
That's why he benched me.
You were in 10,000 Things. Brick and Mortar?
Oh.
Was that, wait.
In Tyranny of Dragons.
That's true. And I cast Fireball.
Oh, was that? Wrong podcast. I'm
We
so
have
sorry.
a sister podcast.
Yeah, we do have a sister podcast.
Good plug, Mikey.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you know what, Mikey, would you like to continue plugging our sister podcast?
Yeah, sure. There's an amazing sister podcast, D&D actual play podcast. I Cast Fireball. Woo! A great name for a podcast. DM'd by Thomas Brower, Heather's husband, who does an amazing job. And I love it because Mickey puts in all this like radio Foley work. So it's such an interactive, and it's such a, I don't know, other podcasts you're just listening to people make jokes and have fun, and that's awesome and everything. But this is so
like this podcast.
no.
Yeah. This podcast is not edited by a person with a bachelor's degree in technical theater. Thank you very much.
But yeah, they're pirating at the moment, and I have fallen off the train, unfortunately, because of school. But last I checked, they were on a goat island. It's been that long, so I don't know what's happened since then.
A lot.
It's been a bit, yeah.
Oh man, you've got a wild ride ahead of you. Holy cow.
Okay, I'm so excited.
And then we've also got fan roll dice. If you want to go and get some dice, that's a thing. Vroom Vroom Fifi, 20% off. Mikey, is there anything else that you have in your heart that you would like to share with our audience?
Go roast Timothy Chalamet in some way for me, please. Go be a mean person to who I think is a nice person generally. Go be mean to him.
Said some really dumb things that offended some people.
It's just some people. It just offended some people.
Yeah.
And he makes a lot of money and makes good points actually. Real points is the other weird thing. I'm conflicted about my own hatred towards Timothy Chalamet because he's got a point.
I don't even know what you're referring to.
Oh, have you not heard about this?
Is it opera and ballet that he hates?
Yeah.
Are those the two?
So admittedly, it was a throwaway comment. He didn't like go on a tirade or anything, but he just said like he doesn't want to be involved in arts that no one cares about, like opera and ballet. Was kind of the paraphrased quote. And the opera and ballet community exploded in like, what do you mean no one cares about it?
Oh.
And man, that's a whole conversation, and it's an interesting one. But anyway, it's also just kind of fun to hate on him at this point. It became trendy to just
Isn't he French?
Yeah. He like grew up backstage ballet, like he was very much involved adjacent.
I also know the fact that he's like a kid that he's gonna say dumb things.
Yeah, I think that's
But he's also in Timothy Chalamet, so he gets to feel those repercussions of saying dumb things.
Yeah.
So yeah, just however you can, I'm sure he's on like Blue Sky, maybe Mastodon, probably not Mastodon. Nobody's using Mastodon these days, I don't think.
Yeah.
There are ways to insult Timothy Chalamet, not directly to his face, but...
I hate that. That's not the vibe of the show. Much love and stuff. Go send him Timothy Chalamet's love.
Yeah.
Go love him.
At your discretion, listener, reach out to Timothy Chalamet, and we'll let you decide whether you want to make fun of him or praise him. The choice is yours.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, thanks everybody for joining us here in the world of the Chocolatchelor. I'm Ned Wilcock, your host and GM, and I've been joined by...
Heather. Oh, it's going to get crazy.
Jay, and when you talk to Timothy Chalamet, wherever you say Mikey told you to say this.
Michael Sear. Yeah, I'll own it. I own it.
Much love and stuff, everybody, except you, Timothy Chalamet. We'll catch you next time on Improv Tabletop.
Purple flames.
I cannot hear you at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh no. Can you hear me now? Was I too far away?
Now we can.
Yep.
Now you can hear.
Got you now.
Okay. Take two.